Yeah, looks like I'm live. Get into the computer so I can monitor the chat a little bit better. Give me a minute or two. We're going to finish the box 23 tonight. We got at least 10 rows left. So, get to everything. What? There we go. Put the volume down. I hate this vertical format. I like doing a wide format better. But I'm going to get started. We got 10 rows left of this box, box 23. And I picked up another box today. Let's see something. Total count copper-wise. We're at 312 with 10 rows left. We might hit 400, but I doubt it. I'm looking at 350, 360 max. We're at, I did get 1 Canadian cent last night. Got that in there. That's a weedy. 1970. 100 some off air without going live. I just try to get through them faster. Hey, Be Good, what's up, dude? How's your sales going? Look for me to post sometime tomorrow. I'm doing a fundraiser Labor Day weekend with 2 different charities. One's be ovarian cancer. We lost my sister to that 3 years ago, coming up this October. And then for me, it's also lost my aunt to it, and I have it. It's the Muscular Dystrophy Association. You know, back in David Nuts Kid, we had a Jerry Lewis telethon for that. And they just take money at Nations Online. So my last find was the 1913S. Here's my current hunt, besides what I got stacked over there. And this is a, let's see if I can find that 13S. See, hold on. Back up for 2009's finally. What was this one? That's a 46. It came after that, I think. Taking them out in order, I put them into this tube. See if I can find it. There's another 46. Denver, I think that's minute mark number 2 on that one. I know I found 13S. I just have to find it. I'm not going to sit here and dig it. I need to get these coins done. It's in this box. When I get done with this hunt, I'll break everything out and we go over through what's in this tube. The last thing I found was a 2009. This is a pretty nice shape one. But it's not the extra finger variety. Or thumb. So that's the last one thing I found. I got 10 rows left. We'll open up one, then I'll put the other 3 in the holders. Yeah, I've got some more proof coins that came in. I got some more coming in. It's going to be Labor Day weekend. I want to do a thing. I'll put it up tomorrow and whatnot. draw it all up, sketch it all up, put it on there. It's going to probably be that Saturday, starting in the morning till I gotta get done to go to work. Then I might finish it up that Sunday. I don't know. Oh, look, copper right off the bat. Now I've started buying some stuff for this also locally. Tomorrow I'm gonna get some dimes from one store. And another store I'm trying to finish out my candy album. So I'm gonna go buy 2 proof sets, one for the candy album and one to sell. There's a 75 Denver, possible RPM, but I already checked those for RPMs. That current hunt. I'm gonna be selling them on Whatnot. There's a way to do it without YouTube from getting their fees, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do it on Whatnot. It'll be a lot easier. It's just easier to print out the labels that way since I already got everything set up for it. Tell you what, this box has been getting a lot of copper. So done 40 rolls. Oh shit, that's in the wrong spot. 40 going to 31, what's that? 7 times? 35. So I'm having 7.7 copper coins per roll right now. Hello, Dumper. 1939 Lincoln cent. Let me see something. Where's my book at? $39 Lincoln cent. Philadelphia, they had 316 million minute. You want the 1939D. Semi-key date, 15 million minute. And 39S with 52 million minted. That's why I like the Warmans. It's got the mint totals in there for you. The pick up the red book and search into that fine small print. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Half the money that I make is going to get split between the two. If I get any tips, the tips would be directly split between the two. So once I get all my money in, I'll write 2 different checks out. One to the Ovarian Cancer and one to the Muscular Dystrophy Association. I have limb-girdle dystrophy. It affects my upper legs and upper arms and chest area. This is the one that's got the DDO, but this is not it. But you never know what you're might find on the reverse. And I don't have time to sit when I'm hunting to scope the small devices out. I'll be here forever hunting a roll of pennies. Now, if I see it and it's obvious, yeah, I'll stop and look it up. Now, I know it's the 24 DDO 002 or we're going to be on Wexler's here soon, or 001, which is on Variety Vista. I know what that looks like because I found 3 of them. 68 Denver. And if y'all go back about a week or 2 ago, I did a video of mint styles. When you're collecting wheat cents, and pay attention to some of the dates. Like the 44 has 2 different S's. The 56 is 3 different Ds. 83. So many die cracks. The most common coin with all the die cracks on the reverse. Now I'm slowly starting to sort out wheat cents by the decade. Then what I'm going to do is sort them out by date of that decade. And these twos that I bought. And then from there, I'll sort them out by the mint mark. And over there in that direction on the wall, I'm going to be building some shelves. It is, I look, man, I still learn every day too. I just cruised through the mint styles one night on Variety Vista and noticed that 56 has 3 different mints, Denver mints. Now in the nickels, I think it's 41 has FS 501 has a large S. I didn't know I had one. I bought one from somebody and was going to put in my nickel album, and I already had it. So now I got 2. And what's funny is the albums that we buy to put them in don't tell you that. So what I like to do is make my own albums and sell them. Whether it's, you know, the 44 has a curve, the straight S, and the ball S. See, then like in Whitman, the quarter album, they don't have a type 2 for the quarters. They have the type 1 slot, but not the type 2. But yeah, if you go to the Kennedy Half, Nickel, and Lincoln Cent, they have the type 2. Why didn't they put it in the quarter book? I sent them emails from that, and I still haven't gotten a reply back from them. Yes, I still look for the extra V, even though those are found in the Northeast. You just never know when somebody from the Northeast is going to travel down here, spend it, and you find it. $17S or 17 Ps? I say the best looking 17 Ps. There's a lot of doubling on the 2017 Philadelphia Mint coins. Most of them are hub double. There's a 74 large date. The large date has to do with the width of this. This is a large date. In fact, I actually have a large date and small. No, wait, that's still these. I just had it. And I'll show you all the difference. That's a small date. This is shorter in length, a little bit thinner right there. And so it's across all the mints, San Francisco, Philly, and Denver. But they're really, really common like that. So see how much longer that bar is past the 4 on the Denver one? There's your large date. So yeah, you can find those. And there's no slot for all 6 in the book. So Whitman or Dansko, you gotta buy an extra page just to put to book them. You go with the good albums. Well, see, I bought the wrong tubes. These are extra tall. So you see where I already got the 40s. Got a couple from the 30s right here in this one. $120 from here. And there's all the 50s. I got like 4,000 wheat cents to separate out. And I went for Jersey to see if he wants his bag of coals that I got. Yeah, it's not a deal, but this is a nice. If it wasn't for the water spots, this would probably be an MS67. Because of the water spots, you're looking at an MS60. Oh, you got a scratch right there. So, yeah, probably MS60 at best. So I'll put an AU58. See, sometimes I ain't check the back sides of the regular copper coins looking for die cracks. Oh, yeah, look at these. This came out of... Look at that beauty. Put it out of a roll. It's almost... It's very low. Oh, I need nicks on the rim. On both sides. It's almost perfectly centered. There's one little indentation right there. That's the only thing I found on the rim. So if it's not a 6870 at best, it's circulated. I'll put this at MS62. And then I flipped over and saw the back side. I said, oh, we got spots. So now it makes it an AU55. But still, this is a nice album coin to put into an album. A little bit of slight grease strike through on the D, S, and the E. Then I had this one. Nice 2004. 2004. Which one I don't have in my cup. I do not know why. A little bit staining. I think I could take that off with some a nice 1984. These are nice album coins. Not gradable, but album coins. This is now giving us 10 coppers. I'm hoping to find another DDO 24. I really would like another one. I submitted my photos, everything to Kaneka. It may take up 2 months before they get back to me. I'm hoping they'll assign a Kaneka number. And then Gray Sheets and Jones Whitman will assign an FS number. So then the grading companies will grade it. It should be on Wexler's, I think, sometime next week as WDDO 002 Best of Variety. Okay, we got 10 out of that one. What's this one? What, 1990? Fine die cracks on that one. Nope. There's 3 rows out. I'll go back later and separate the nice ones out. Or niceys. I'll call those the bookers. The bookers. Yeah. What I'm going to do, I got one of them long ass containers you can buy. I got a Whitman for the proofs. And for all the other ones, I use the one from Littleton Coin Company. And this jam packed full from Buffalo nickels to Indian head cents. I think I got some regular coins in there. Then the Whitman one's got all the proofs. We'll have some silver that weekend. Picked up some silver certificates out of the call section. Out of that, I got 2 star notes, which I think I just may keep for myself. Now I found one where it was like, I don't know if it's not enough ink or the dollar bill was just set out and got bleached out. Like the back of the bill is like it's almost a lime light green, but you can hardly make out the serial number. I found that. I ain't got 5 bills. Found one that starts with the letter Z. They're not, even back then they weren't supposed to release the letter Z. So how that got out, I guess they got sold those at the Mint or the BEP. So I got one of those, just a regular low number. First 2 digits are zeros. So I'm probably putting those up for that weekend. I don't know. All my coins, I'm going to start photographing and listing them probably Sunday individually. There's some bar recorders for sure. Unfortunately, I have to start those up at 10 because now they cost me $8 a piece to buy. Oh, I have to put that number down in my spreadsheet. Yeah, we don't 41. Okay. 325. We may break 350. Oh yeah, today I got to see inside the coin machine. Hey, we got some people in here, 5 likes. Thank you all for coming in. If you don't mind, hit the like button. If you don't have to, it helps out my channel. I picked up 5 new subscribers from the other night. Then sometime today I picked up 1,050. I gotta remember to slow down, look for the spike heads. I don't keep the Denvers. I got a full box of Denvers. Somebody wants to buy a roll from me on Whatnot, they're more than welcome to. I will have some 24 Denvers for sale rolls on that. I do have 1 roll of Philadelphia Mint Lincoln cents from the West Coast, but there's no doubling. Did a video on that. Well, we got a spike head. Very faint, but you can see the die crack. And my pointer. Look, it's runs from here across the W and barely touches the rim. Actually, look, it's coming down up right there. Let's see how far that die crack runs. I want to turn down the light just a little bit. Oh, now you can see a little bit better. Or underneath the W. Looks like it stops right here at the ear. That's a nice little thin spike head. $64. Turn the light back on. There we go. Then I just found a spike head. Dan, you want to see the spiky? Hold on 1 second. I got a phone call, y'all. Okay. That was, okay. That was my son. I forgot he got off at 11. I could have waited for him and take him to. There you go, Dan. There's your spiky. Very, very thin. Look, watch when I turn on the light. And my power's getting ready to go out on my cell phone. You see it now, Dan? See it right there? It's only to the top of the earlobe. Oh yeah, I gotta get my power cord plugged in. Sorry for the movement. Okay. I just found that one right before you came on. This is still box 23. I do have, ooh, gross. Yeah. That ain't worth looking for something like that. Some die scratches on the, look at the die scratch right there in front of his nose. The contact mark on his lips. I forgot I was supposed to go get him. And I can't stop in the middle of a show. Now I'm still looking for Wheaties. I'm up to 7 wheat cents. Turn the light back on. Yeah, did some roll hunting last night off of YouTube to try and catch up. And I'm falling asleep at my desk. After working until 7:30 last night. Man, if I would know he's going to help that late, I would just stayed and kept making runs. He made more than $60-something. No die cracks yet. Got a little tiny one right there. Little tiny die crack. It's only running from here to here. I'm not even going to worry about that one. When they get up into the building and into the columns, or they go all the way across the letters, those are the ones I'm starting to keep. The little small ones, no. Now, unless it's the 83 DDO where the die cracks are the die markers, then that's a different story. Some dude had marked on an 83 DDO 001. Didn't have none of the die cracks, and then nothing was doubled on the obverse. So die markers are everything. Still no extra V. You know, I've yet to find a spike head on the 2023 penny. Might have some doubling in those letters, but I doubt it. Those letters are so hard to tell doubling on unless it's extremely like stretched out. I have my drink in my bedroom. That dog. Keep seeing these old coppers, hoping it's a wheat cent, but it's not. Okay, we up to 5 coppers in this row. What I do is when I get done with these rows, I'll go back through tonight on the live feed, go across all the coins. See, these are hard to tell doubling. There's a DDO for the 2001. But it's hard to tell because the font's so thick. Oh, did y'all see my lamination video? Dude, I got about four bags like that to hunt. Above, it's a collector girl or something like that from Whatnot. When my back was out last week, I bought like 7. How many did I buy? Let me do this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All of these have lamination there, so go back and watch that video. Got 9 of them. So now I gotta give me another small book for lamination errors. Yeah, it's like that on all the fonts until I think they thinned them down in 2008. Just a little bit. Now, everybody keeps talking about the lead consent going away. Here's the rub I have with that. I've been paying attention to Congress. There's about 5 bills to do away with it, and none of them made it out of committee yet. There's a small date, 74 Denver. None of the bills have made it out of the committees yet. There are a couple of coin collectors in Congress. They do not want to get rid of the penny. I found that out. There's about 35. And 2 are on the committee for the coins. And they need one of those to vote yes to get rid of the penny. Been doing a little research on that. Now, I can understand the mint director says, okay, oh, look at the zinc rod explosion on this. Y'all, my son calls back and tells me I need to come pick him up. I want to kill the feed. I'm going to pick him up. I don't want to have to do that, but I may have to. Okay. Oh, that was rotated die, but it's not. Now, next week, depending on how far I get in box 24, I will go ahead and get some nickels for next week. Kind of throw some in between the penny rolls like I've done in the past. I think it's going to happen probably. Here's what I think was going to happen. Because they bought the last batch of the planchets, I think what they're going to do is do NIFCs on the lead consents until they run out of the planchets. 8 copper. That's what I think is what's going to happen. They're going to do that. I'm pretty sure it's what they're going to do. Starting with next year's lead consents. They may release some in circulation. But I think the only way we're going to be able to get them is going to be through mint sets. Then eventually they will find a way to make it into the market. Ooh, we got hub doubling, but look at that E. That E just got destroyed. But look how thin that Y is. the right arm. I'm not even going to worry about that one. And tomorrow I get up, I got to design a splash page for my Whatnot sale fundraiser. Really like to do it here on YouTube, but I'm going to be doing the giveaway for the channel probably on Monday, Labor Day, or Sunday. I don't know yet. Is that a die crack or die scratch? That is a scratch. That's a scratch on the planche that just got raised up. That's all that is. You see, I can see the raised metal off to the side. 74 small date. Hey, 6 likes. Tell you what, we're going to do these 3 rows. I pulled the change out of the truck. My change, not my dad's. His is still in there, in case he's watching. We're going to go through some of those coins here in a minute. That is a small date Denver. Well, it's funny, they didn't schedule me to work tonight. Domino's ended up making $68. One person didn't tip. It's an hour late. I'm not tipping. Okay, fine. We're busy. You're going to call peak hours. Expect a delay in your food getting there. Be 30 minutes to an hour delay. It's now they try car driving, and I think we got another. Is that a spiky? Nope, that's just dirt. I do some die cracks to go from one letter I all the way to that letter I, all the way across this top portion of the memorial building. I do have a few of those here and there scattered out. I need to go to those and put them into categorize. And I found they do grade those die cracks as long as the zinc is not exposed. If this is exposed, they will not grade it. They will ship it back to you in a body bag. Now, I saw on Apostle Island quarter, if it's Philadelphia, we're going to be looking for the DDO on that one. I've only found one, and it's in the motto, "In God We Trust." It's very strong doubling in there. I still need to do a book wrap-up from last year, all my finds. I missed like the last 6 months. I got like about 6 pages to do. My finds have not been that great this year. Me being in the house for like 3 months, that kind of hurt my hunting. Because I was busy taking care of my dad, but hey, that's okay. I have a place to stay. I'm glad I didn't go to a hotel and me coin collecting. Oh, I lost all my stuff to the housekeeping. And then we grabbed a Foot Locker and locked everything down inside of it. There's 64. We're up to 6 coppers. I think copper is going up in value again per pound. I think it's $4 a pound now, or something like that. I have to look at it up again. 72 Denver. I have a DDO of this and I cannot find it. It's got a big, huge black stain carbon spot in front of it. How many people we got? We got 30 people. Okay. I don't know who's all left. My chat on my phone stopped after a while, so I got to remember to look over here. '17 Philly. Hub doubling. There's so many hub double. I'm going to quick collect on them. I got so many of them already. Guess I should have eaten. I guess you should after he gone back to McDonald's and picked my son up. I want to get here. I've been gone all day. And it rained. One of the main streets I came down on was flooded. I went through no problem in a big old truck. One lady, she stalled out. She's a low riding car that just stalled out in the. Okay, when I got one more 4-row open. What we're gonna do is after I get done with that 4-row, dump out a little bit of coins out of my cup from the truck or out of my room. Sometimes I don't always put the change in the truck. I bring it inside the house, put it on my little TV tray / nightstand. So we'll see what we got. One time I didn't realize I found some silver coins that I misplaced. So far this year, I've only found in customer rep rows 2 Mercuries and 1 Roosevelt. I think. I'll do the silver jar. Now, I've gotten 4 war nickels, not in boxes, and 1 more nickel in a box out of 3 boxes so far this year. One I found the other night. Okay, see, it's just number 8. That's a copper coin. That's number 8. Well, we're 9 away from hitting 50, 350. Now, if I make enough money, I gotta go wash my dad's truck. I like going to the car wash. Drop a $20 bill in. It's $2 to wash cars, and I got $18 worth of orders to hunt. So I pull out the Eaglebacks and use those at the car wash. It's a nice clean example. This is probably a brown. I'll put this at AU58 brown for its 94 Denver. This is a nice, good, clean example. If you want to do a red-brown book or brown book, this would be a good coin for that. But it's going to go back to the bank. Ooh, I ain't seen I got the video link from when I got my coin back. That he sent me a few double dies. Yeah, yesterday was a bad day for me. Lost power in the house. My phone was ringing. Work called me, want to know where I was at. I said, I got no power. And by the time I said no power, my fan started moving. The power came back on. I've had a bad 2 weeks. Last week, 3 days, back pain. Sick from the medication on Tuesday and Wednesday. Then yesterday, overslept, worked to 7:30. So when I got supper, I got home at 8. It was almost 8:30. The debate whether I want to go live on YouTube was, I know where I live at, schools are back in. Dan knows that because he lives in the same town I do. So I knew I wouldn't get any kids. Might get a few adults. So I figured I'd just wait till tonight to go live on YouTube. That's what I'm doing. Nice 79 Denver. Clean example. Nice brown. That's a good 35. Now, like I said, I will be selling on Whatnot Saturday, Labor Day weekend. I don't know what time I'm going to start. Probably at 10. So, after this video uploads tonight, I'll put a link for Whatnot. If you've never downloaded it, you have $15 credit on your first purchase. Does not pay shipping. Only pays for the coins that you buy. And that. So, like, I got started with Blue Ridge Silverhound. We all know who that is if you've been around for a long time. And they were pressuring me to sell, so finally last year I started selling. So now I need to go buy some proof sets, cement sets to sell. Now for the channel giveaway, I'm giving away a 1960 proof set. And we're going to do it that Sunday. Here on YouTube. I'm going to do a comment picker. And they may give a couple of barber quarters and dimes away also as secondary prizes. The main giveaway would be a 1960 proof set, which cost me about $35. So that's going to be proof Benjamin, a quarter, a dime, which all going to be 90% silver. You're going to have your Lincoln cent and your nickel. So it doesn't have the original government packaging envelope, but it's in the original government package itself, the plastic. I'm trying to find a 1960 package that I could use, blank one. The envelope. And there will be bubble wrap inside of a bubble wrap mailer. Oh, we got 2009 Denver cabin. So we're going to put that down. I'm a point ahead of what y'all seeing on YouTube. If he can't get it right, I don't have to go get him. Means I have to kill the feed. I have to come back and start all over again. So I went at Waffle House and got coffee because I know I'm going to be up for a while. The most I can go before my back starts to hurt is 3 hours. See, I'm also competing with a guy on the West Coast, Ashland. He's a pretty cool dude. The third copper. Where's the blank planter at? That's still the find of the week. A blank planchet. Some exposed zinc coating. It's my find so far the hunt. Yeah, usually if I'm going to be here for 3 to 4 hours at night on a weekend, that stuff at Waffle House is coffee. We're going to be getting a dye deterioration on this coin. Look how funky the N looks and the G. Almost looks double, but it's not. I was hoping Tracy would come on. These are all calls out of a wheat, all my wheat scents, and I just lost some. There's one. Somebody polish these or put lacquer on them. They're so worn down, you can't. Look how worn down. That's more of one of the decent ones. But you can see the original skin inside the 9, the 5, and on the edge of the 7. And this off of Whatnot. ICG Proof 68. That's going to be up for sale. No, Proof 67 decam. I'm going to have some slab stuff for sale that day. Only thing I will not have for sale would be my Flying Eagle, my Cheerios penny, and my Indian head cent. Little tiny die crack right there, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's got to go up into the building. So Monday, I will go to the bank, get some of my money, get some nickels and dimes. I keep dimes on hand for the store and nickels. I took my last roll of nickels and my last roll of dimes I have for the store. That's why y'all see me hunting like 10 rows of nickels. Usually make 2 rows up out of the nickels. Unless I already got 2 rows. And I get my money back. Now, slight doubling, but that's not worth looking up for it on that O. It'll be more of a snicker. If anybody wants to see the 24 DDO, let me know. I could pull one out and show it to y'all on the scope. They're going to end up with 5 copper out of this roll. Come on, White AM. Nope. No such luck. 5 coppers. Okay. Break from the pennies. Let's do a mix a lot of coins out of my dad's truck. Nikki, you want to see it? Oh, hey, Nikki. Okay. That's the 82 DDO. Come back here. It's supposed to be for Eric, but Eric hasn't given me his address yet. It's not there. Maybe I'll put it in with the other one. I'm gonna find my book with it. Just give me a second. Oh, there it is. This one has been attributed by Wexler's. There's what he wrote. Discovery. Let's see, what does it say? I wish you would put down the date originally contacting him in June. I'm going to let down just a hair so you can see the doubling. Okay, let me point out with the date. Got splitting here. Inside the 2, the back side of the 2. Inside the O, outside the O, the 2's like that. There's the 4. So that's the date. Let's see, let me go down a little bit farther. Look how the word liberty is shifted. You see the I? There's the B. E-R-T. The Y shifted down. There's the L. Here's the, so you see it in the I, the N, the G, same O, little bit of die gouge right there inside the D, one of the markers. The W and the E and we. Really more noticeable in trust. And there's another mark. Oh, little die gouge in the eyebrow right there. some marker. He missed that die scratch right there. And look at the earlobe. It's slightly double too. He missed that. And the edge of the ear is kind of rolled up double. Right up in here is slightly double. It's double there. And you got a scratch right there. That's going to be a marker. He missed that altogether. And actually the bow tie is double. I don't know how he missed that. You got bow tie here. You got a secondary bow tie right there. Slight die crack at the bust. Got a little nick right there in the rim. You got your die chips on the shield. These are your markers. Took a big hit right there on the rim, which kind of made me mad. So that's the DDO 002. Well, Dan, I found 3 so far here in Baton Rouge. So if you get pennies here, you got a good chance of finding one. And now I'm missing one for Eric. I don't know what I did with that one. It wasn't in the box with the rest of these. Maybe I knocked it down or something. Oh, I know what I did. I put it into a regular flip. So here's this third one I found. Wait, that's 17 Philly. That ain't it. What happened to it? What's in here? Well, that's a possible strike through. Let me put this back up so I don't lose it. Not to look for his. Dang it. He was supposed to send me his address and never did. Now I have to look for another one to give to him. Going to trade for about 8 BU rolls. The dude that did the attribution sent me this. RPM. (002) stage HVV. I need to ask him what that means. So when I first contacted him, I already brought to one guy locally. We both thought it was machine doubling. Sent him the photos. He kind of agreed with me. The Roy Vista posted theirs. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of random change out of the truck. Well, it's going to be mostly quarters and nickels. 74. Let's get rid of that one. Well, here's a guy we trust. This is a nasty looking. There ain't gonna be nothing on this. I've actually found one at the early stage of with the snow and the roof. But I ended up spinning it by accident. Denver. State Court of Rhode Island. Oh, not gonna be nothing on that. See, when I start looking at these coins, the state coins, I look for die chips, like in these bridge structures, the boat sails. I always check the numbers for die chips in the numbers, especially in Philadelphia. This looks almost like it's doubled. Nope, it goes away. That's how I found it at 24. I was like, is that double? And I turned it over and it's still there. I said, oh yeah, it's a double die. But still thought it could be a possible machine doubling. Ooh, that one got damaged bad. State of Washington. Oh, somebody scraped that one across the ground on it. $250 P. Massachusetts. Like I said, check everything on your coins. And actually, Washington crossing Delaware, Denverman, I found a die chip in one of the A's. It says Delaware. This is one coin I can never find anything on, except for maybe the die chip in the lips, the drooling George as they call it. '67 Philly. Look at the D's, so start looking for die cracks. That may be a strike. That may be a die clash right there, or what's left of a die clash. It's hard to say. See right there? I'm not going to worry about it. It's too hard to tell if it is. If you think it's double, you turn it and see if it goes away. And this goes away. Got some good details left on the breast feathers. Arrow's looking decent, except one little nick between the toes right there. You got the strap for the arrows. You got a little hit right there on the arrowhead on the top one. This, if I did not already have it in the book, would go in the book until I got a nice mint set one. 59 Denver. Oh, I got one more quarter. I got more change. This is a little quick break between the rolls. 85. Okay, let's see what we got. Now, these will not go into the bucket with the current hunt. This is, normally I do this as one video, but since I'm live, I didn't get a chance to do this last night. I'm going to do a little bit right now. Because usually I get enough change to cover what I take out in pennies for the next box. Now this is possible 0 WDDO 010. And it doesn't have to do with the snake eyes, but the 2 slightly thicker, the 0 slightly thicker, and the 1 slightly thicker. Liberty is, well, you got the thin Y, so this is possible that DDO 010. But usually slightly thicker than this. So this could be an early die stage of that double die. Who knows? Well, we've got 6 rows left of pennies in this box 23. Now this is a double. This is another working hook double. And you see how thin the Y is? I know I kind of repeat myself on these, but some people just don't get it. The thin Y on the right arm. The T and the Y, the part going down is thicker. Here, there's my pointer. It's slightly thicker here. It's thin here. There's going to be hub doubling. I've been studying up the stuff. But I got so many of these, I'm not even worried about it. Okay, this is going to go in next 3. I'll pick it up later. Okay, Nikki, send me your address on whatnot. I'm sending you and Jennifer each a coin for coming in. I know she wasn't in, but she did get us a number. I don't know what company made these tubes. They made them where the quarters won't fit, but the nickel, dimes, and pennies fit. And they're way too tall, so I'm using them for my hunts. A good tube holds 50 pennies. These hold about 90. So I have 1 copper coin so far, so I'm putting it into this own little tube. They sleeve them like this. And it's much, much taller. Okay. Here's what we're going to do is after you get done, we're going to do these 3 rows, a little bit more change. Do the next 3, the last 3 rows of the box 23. Then I'm going to do a wrap up and call it a night. It looks like we got to start moving the kids out of their apartment. They get them released out of their lease due to mold. Then I want my daughter going public with it. I think she should. Okay. The next Thursday, that cup will be emptied out. They're going to try to get some more V-nickels for my fundraiser. Well, we got an RPM on 1984. I'm sure, I think so. What's this? That's a nice wheat scent. That's not it yet. That's a Wheatie. 48 Philly. Just throw it over here with the rest of them. I'll look at it later. 74 large date. I want more spike heads. I want a good spike head, like from top to the bottom. Because if you get one like that, send it to PCGS or NGC, they will grade it. And when they grade, those things go for a nice large chunk of change. Oh, I was mad. A couple weeks ago at the coin store, the main one I go to, they actually had a full Kennedy album. Type 1, Type 2 Kennedys. Album completed for $100. I got paid the next week, went back, they already sold it. It's like, God dog it. There's 63 Denver, and I dropped one in here. 2003. I mean, you never know when you're going to find a double dial on a coin either. There may not be one listed, and you may find it. I'm going to have to go get him. So let's get these 3 rows done. If he's not home by then, I want to kill the stream and go get his butt. Bring him back home. The bad thing is, you know, I went to Waffle House, so he's going to... Is that the V? Is that just a water stain? That's a water stain. Okay, I thought that was a die crack. Y'all should have seen how I used to hunt coins. Had 2 buckets. One I'm using right now for the copper coins. Had 2 of them things. Is old style, new style. Old style, new style. 2009, 2017 Philly. 2017 Philly. Let's see what we got here. Up 73. God dog it. Had the look of a wheat cent. So I would sort them out and then go back through and look for errors and varieties. Yeah, so tomorrow morning I'll be designing and posting when I'm going to be doing the fundraising sale for ovarian cancer and muscular dystrophy. I'm going to take half the money raised, split it between those 2, and any tips we get split between those 2. I got to cover some of my cost of the coins, you know. Got some copper rounds I'm going to be selling. I actually probably start taking photos on listing those. Once I get it posted, I'm going to list them. Because I'm going to run each one individually. I'm not going to do like I normally do, pockets in hand or coins in hand. So, see, my sister lost 2 friends to ovarian cancer before she lost her battle. They found it early the first go round. And then one year, my parents, and my two kids went to the beach. And she was feeling off, come back to find out the tumor came back. It's about 30 centimeters long, roughly about a half inch or a quarter inch diameter. I forgot what she told me. The treatments were going good. Then all of a sudden they quit working. She went to MD Anderson, and then she finally told, she's 3 years, 2022 she passed away. She finally told the doctor she was through with treatments, and that was in August. And we lost about 2 months later. You know, my first birthday present too. She had come before my first birthday. Of all things, she couldn't wait 4 more days, 5 days to come out. Now, did my phone quit working with the messages? And that's dye deterioration right there. See, there's no, well, actually, that is a DDO. We just found another one, y'all. But it's got some dye deterioration going along with it. And the date, but look at the words "In God We Trust." This is another DDO. It's only in the letters. How's Liberty look? Yeah, there's another DDO, all right. Now, turn off the floor. Yeah, I still see the splits in the G, the D, the O. This is another version. This is going to be a different DDO version. It's only in the lettering. But the dates. But see, there's no splits in this. Well, there's a slight split. I see it splitting down to 0 right there. But this side the dye starting to deteriorate on the numbers. So yeah, we just found a DDO. I need another regular flip, not the cardboard flip, but the regular. Okay, now I gotta find index card. It's the early stage of dye deterioration on there. Index card. Skizzers. Okay. This will be the DEO002 with early stage of dye deterioration. I'm writing it all out. Today's the 14th, right? Today's the 15th. The one Sean gave away his stuff. Nikki, you still here? There you go. Early stage dye deterioration, DDO002. I want a box of Philadelphia pennies from 2024. Because they're being found here, Mississippi, and Georgia. Somebody said they found one in Alabama, but I haven't seen anything yet on that. Bluebirds did a contest where anytime you bought, you got entries. Yeah, well, these I'm finding roll hunting, but I like to have a box. Just to say I went to a box. I asked the guy from Brinks today, is there a way I can order a box of 24 Phillies from them? He said the bank can request it, but he don't think they have enough to fill up a box anymore. He said normally what they do is sometimes what they do is if they're running short, they'll go open up a bag of coins instead of rolling them as mints, as a full mint set. They add them to wherever they got to meet production for different banks in stores. We have a full box of Denvers over here. Trying to sell some rolls on eBay, but it ain't happening. I'm going to take it down Sunday and just use them as filler. So how many, this is what, 9, 10, 11 coins? So I'm at 7 rolls taken out of service. Now kind of errors and varieties. So when I get, I did this before last year with the full box in Denver's, I just open up that many that I need to make a box of 25 when I go back to the bank. How are your sales been going on Whatnot? Mine been not the best in the world. Well, I had issues last Saturday. Whatnot was screwing up on me big time. Okay, my son's not home. It's been an hour. So I'm going to call him. Y'all, I want to kill this. I'm afraid I don't have to do this. I want to stop this feed. So I'm going to go get him and bring him home. So I just may finish up this box and a wrap up after I get back. But I do have another full box of pennies. They are circulated. So tomorrow night we'll be doing this again. So thanks everybody who came out tonight. Thank you for the thumbs up. It's been an hour and a half. And I am kind of worn out. Had a long day with 2 jobs. So let me get out of here. I'll be back on tomorrow. I may do a live during the day tomorrow. we'll see how that goes. Because kids need to get out of their apartment. They want to get out by next Friday. And I don't know if that's going to happen or not yet. And I got the truck they need. So thanks everybody who came out tonight. And remember, check both sides of the coins because you never know what you're going to find. And it's going to be, at least we found DDO tonight. We found a DDO. So we did find that. So everybody have a good evening and be safe out there. And remember, tip your Domino's drivers. We work hard so you don't have to. In the stream. Yes, I want to stop the stream. That's why I hit the button.